everybody, welcome to today's video, and today we are going to be cleaning and restoring this Reining saddle. This saddle is about a mid-grade Reining saddle. You can see it's quite dry. It's definitely got some use there in the skirt, but it's really nice, and it's got good quality leather to it. It's a knockoff of a very popular Bone & Allen design, so let's get started. This is what you'll need. We clean it, Murphy's oil soap, water, and sponge. We oil it. I like Neatsfoot oil, and I like to put my oil in like a little container, and I apply with a brush, or you can apply with a rag. Final step is to condition. I like using Skidmore's, or you can use your favorite leather conditioner. This one I find just works really awesome. You can buy them online. They're from Townsend, Washington. So first off, we've got to remove all that excess dirt. That's where the Murphy's come in. Murphy's actually cleans just like glycerin soap, and it leaves a light oil. Just put it on a wet sponge. And here you go. It's okay if it gets wet at this point. We really want it to get nice and wet, and we want it to get all the way under there. Now, if you'll notice, behind the back here of the candle, we're gonna have to chip away some, it looks like a dirt dauber. Oh, that's gonna be fun. So you really get to see what kind of a quality your saddle is when you really start getting up and under here. Now, when I say this is a mid-quality saddle, this is my indicator right here. Right underneath, this top part is called the jockey, and this is called the skirt, and the stirrup, and the fender. Now, over here at the D, this is where you attach the front cinch. You'll notice that it's just screwed in directly to the tree of the saddle. Now, the tree of the saddle is actually wood, so you can see that, but here you can tell that there's been a repair. Now, a true rope, good quality saddle will have this piece go all the way through and around, so you could actually rope off it. This is something you really shouldn't rope off of, ever. So I haven't got to this set, so you can actually see where the fender is attached right here, and you can see all the way up to the tree, which makes it a really lightweight tree because it is wood wrapped in rawhide. At least you can see it from that view. So in order to really clean the fenders, you've got to take the stirrup keepers off, and you've got to be able to just pull all this up. And you can see this is where I'm going to have to get. You've got a little bit of crusty nastiness underneath here. This is why it needs such a good cleaning. Ew. So that completes kind of the first stage. It is going to be wet at this stage, and you can see the leather will absorb in different ways, and you can look and find, oh, see, I missed that spot right there. So you're going to have to let it completely dry before you can oil. There you go. Okay, now that it has dried out, a little bit of sun helps. Remember, leather is just dry skin, and what dry skin needs is a little bit of oil. I honestly like to paint mine on. It's kind of oddly satisfying to see how much this oil just soaks in immediately. We're going to go right across the seat, and you can see that leather was just really starving for that oil, and that's why we're not skipping the step of putting the Neatsfoot oil on the saddle. Make sure you get everything. You can really just see how much the underside of those fenders are just soaking up the oil. That's kind of why I like the brush design. It just helps get a lot of oil on. Okay, this is after the oiling. As you can see, the oil is starting to soak in, and it's really absorbing very well. I added some extra oil in those places that were really dry, so now before we condition, we have to let that sit and marinate until it has soaked up all that oil. Now my favorite part, the Skidmores. I like to use just an old sock and just get a good dollop. Oh yeah. Let's go over here to the saddle, and we'll start just on the seat. It's my favorite part. You can kind of really see that soaking in. You can really try to work it into the tooling. And we're just going to get all over the saddle, repeat the same process as we just did. But as you can see, that Skidmore is really, really soaking in very nicely. Okay, we've applied the Skidmores, and as you can see, it's still soaking in right now, but it really has made a huge difference on the saddle overall. It really has made this leather just a whole lot softer, and you can see it's still kind of soaking in. We have to make sure we get all the way up and underneath there as well, but that's what it's looking like so far, and I'll show you the final product when it's all finished. Okay, the Skidmores has dried. Check it out. Looks pretty nice. We still have to go in and have to clean up the silver bits, but that is a saddle that has been cleaned and conditioned. If you want to see the next part, follow us for more. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you want to see more, check out our playlist, especially the saddles video. And the dogs will help too, yes.